Hello, I'm Carpenter, and I'm back to do another video essay for yourself. Congratulations! Let's get started now. Fight scenes. They are the scenes in a movie where the men and the women do punching in order to solve narrative conflicts, as well as make an audience feel as though violence is good and necessary for a little bit. Fight scenes have long been a staple of the film craft ever since the 1970s, when popular martial artist Bruce Lee punched a stuntman on film while the camera was recording and the director didn't want to waste any more film, so he decided to make the entire movie about that. Fight scenes have since evolved over the course of years from choreography standpoints as well as technical ones. Today, we'll be looking at fight scenes of specific spatial direction, and how by leading the eye of the viewer, directors effectively kill the thrill of their own fight scenes, reducing spontaneity. In order to help give clarity to our discussion today, I have taken the liberty of creating diagrams and images to discuss a basic tenet of shooting, the 180-degree rule, otherwise known as the 180-degree rule in layman's terms. This is a simple cinematography technique that posits two subjects on a consistent directional line so that audiences can safely associate certain spaces with certain characters or things. In this diagram, the 180-degree rule is a house above our two actors. One faces left and one faces right. If we turn the 180-degree line, we see it stabs the actors in the bellies and lets us know that all action or conversation should take place on only one side of the line so that our eyes don't mix up our brains. By shooting all the action on the left side of this 180-degree line, our over-the-shoulder shots will look like this. The back of actor 2's head will be in the foreground in the bottom right-hand quadrant of the screen, while the face of actor 1 will be in the background in the upper left-hand quadrant, but will retain the scene's focus. If we apply the 180-degree rule when we flip shots and shoulders, we discover that actor 1's head takes the bottom left-hand quadrant and actor 2 was Cate Blanchett all along. The 180-degree rule is important for this discussion, because while action scenes usually do not adhere to the rule like conversational scenes, setting up action sequences on one side of the 180 or creating the illusion of doing so through a series of smart blocking and camera placement guides the eye of the viewer to know where the fight will be going. However, as we'll see soon, this takes all the thrilling and dramatic heft out of a fight scene. The first sequence we'll watch is from Martin Scorsese's James Blunt action film Royale with Cheese. Let's watch the sequence first and then break it down.
Excuse me.
Oh, perfect.
What one will notice if they watch closely is that every action always travels from the right side of the screen to the left side, despite the fact that in this 3D space there is a full 360 degrees to work with. However, Scorsese is keen to always keep the fight moving from right to left, making it easier for our eyes to track the action and giving the camera a seemingly finite place in which to shoot. That is what many filmmakers would consider lazy, because it relies on a technical understanding of space rather than using the location to fully envelop our brains in the intensity of the fight, making us lost in the process. Here it is easy to tell who is who has the upper hand and who has the disadvantage, so we as the audience are quickly bored with no surprises around the corner. Likewise, in the opening of Bernard Sink's Times 2, we see the character of Beast teleporting around the White House trying to find out where to vote. As he takes out Secret Service members, we realize that the vast majority of Sink's action is framed with the action of one character going from the left side of the screen to the right side, or straight down the 180 line, so we always have a clear distinction of both progression and spatial clarity. However, this too makes it too easy for the eye to follow, and thus we are bored quickly. Here are some of the biggest action beats that prove this. Another superhero film to do this is Rami Malek's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where two characters fight on a train, but their actions are almost always combatant in the same direction, despite their changing of positions on the train itself. Doctor Who always punches or attacks from right to left, and Spider-Man is always attacking left to right. Spider-Man's positioning is also there to show a progression to Western audiences as we read left to right. This is an important note because Western audiences are the ones that matter. Even when Spider-Man is flung from the train, he is seen attempting to get back on from the left side of the screen, making his way to the right. My hope is that, by seeing these examples, one will realize what not to do in a fight scene if they want to make it truly exceptional and thrilling. By guiding the eye too much, we become too rooted in the locale of the fight scene, and our understanding of geographical space overpowers our lust to be lost in a series of punches against the Expendables. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video essay that was here at this time in this point of now. And if you want, you can donate to my Patreon. I've got some exciting news coming up soon about other projects that I'm going to be doing. So if you're here for those, congratulations.